Howdy homies, I am VK. You read the title, it's monthly music mentions, belated as is my kind of way, as is also my way. I have poorly scheduled my day and need to get the fuck out of my house in like 20 minutes for work, so I'm gonna make this as quick as possible. Luckily this is only 1 month's worth of bands. To kind of summarize, if you've not watched one of these before, I do a weekly New Music Monday stream on Twitch in which we listen to a bunch of new releases from bands of varying genre, tenure, popularity, often. At the end of the month I end up putting a little marker in my notes next to the releases that I found particularly interesting for one reason or another. This is not like a review for each release, but just a thumbs up, check it out if you feel like it kind of thing from me. Because yeah, some of them I would like to highlight on this channel, and I do. The first band that I want to mention is This Eternal Decay, which is an Italian darkwave act. They had Nocturna, or Nocturne, kind of come out recently. It was really good. I kind of expected it to be before. A couple of their releases from prior to this I've been really into. They do pretty decent work. Like, even my sister, who doesn't listen to heaps from this kind of genre, was like, hey, what's this band? So, a relatively new band, I'm fairly certain. And I thought that Nocturna was really decent. Next is Boris. Boris are a Japanese ambient kind of experimental psych doom, kind of all over the place, avant-garde-ish kind of act, and they came out with W, and I thought it was really, really interesting. If you're not into kind of like weird ambient stuff, might not be for you, but they kind of go in and out a lot of different paths throughout the album, and I just found it really, really interesting to listen to. So if you've got the time, check it out. Next is Weigedood or Weigedood or whatever. They had a release called There's Always Blood at the End of the Road. This is a Belgian black metal band. Saw them live once actually. I think it was Direct Underground Fest, and they were good live, and this album is also fucking good. I think it's one of my favorites from the month, obviously, but one of my favorites of the favorites, whatever. Is good. Next up is Descent, who are Brisbane. You know I love shouting out local. Brisbane death or extreme metal kind of band. They came up with Order of Chaos, which is full length from them. I have never seen Descent live, and I'm hoping that that changes soon, because I would like it to. I don't know. I'd like to see just more live stuff in general. That said, I am going to Orpheus, Amiga, Triple Kill, Iscarion, and there was another one in Ballarat soon. And the reason I can't go to the Melbourne show is because my work, I work in bars, can't really do weekend shows anymore. Blech, I hate that, but it's on a Sunday in Ballarat, so I'm gonna make a little trip up for it. Anyway, let's not talk about bands that are not a part of the monthly music mentions. Let's not do that. Gosh. Next is Boy Harsha. So Boy Harsha came out with like a soundtrack album called The Runner, which is the soundtrack for a short horror film that I've not yet watched, but I intend to. Let me know if you want me to do a review of it, actually. I would consider it. I don't think I've ever done like a film review on here. I have considered it before, but like I wanted to do one on Death Rider and the House of Vampires, that Danzig movie, but I haven't been able to find it on any streaming yet. So that said, Boy Harsha's The Runner. Boy Harsha, if you are not familiar with them, which would be odd if you have like listened to much like wave drone-ish kind of stuff, they're like that band that's like always suggested in your YouTube recommended when you're listening to pretty much anything wave related. They actually made this short film themselves. They produced and directed it themselves and made the soundtrack for it. And it has, pretty sure, like Contravoid, an artist that I've mentioned here before, as a part of the short film, and a couple of other artists perhaps. But yeah, it's like a horror short, and the soundtrack I found really good, but Boy Harsha doesn't typically do bad music. Yeah, so Wave out of Massachusetts. Yeah, let me know if you want me to do like a review on the short film. Last but not least, also, I think one of my favorite releases from January was Tango Mangalore's One Fathom Heart, which is a compilation of lost demos of theirs. Tango Mangalore are a Greek one-man project in the vein of like, you'd have to listen to it to kind of get what the fuck I'm talking about, but I wrote down some like keywords genre-wise, which is like dark cabaret, wave noir kind of stuff. Especially love Tango Mangalore's like tendency to make a lot of their stuff like oceanic, but I think that, yeah, if you're into like weird, wave-ish, experimental, ambient at times, sometimes it sounds like fucking, like a sea melody, like an oceanic melody, and sometimes it sounds like a fucking post-punk, dark wave-ish kind of like dancier thing, like that. Like the fucking, okay, the whole album is a bit of a roller coaster. Listen to it if you have the time. So I just thought that all of what the person put into this is fucking awesome. And I guess you'd expect it to be a bit of a mishmash if it's like a bunch of different demos, like lost demos and stuff like that. But yeah, One Fathom Heart by Tango Mangalore. Check it out. That is all for this installment. Please feel free to look at some of my older monthly music mentions for some great 2021 releases. I did actually start this series like a couple of years ago, but I only ended up doing like 2 installments of it. And then I was me. My last actual one I only went out a couple of weeks ago, and it's October, November, December last year. So there's like a lot of releases in there if you want like a lot of like listening material. Mostly around like goth metal and alternative kind of tunage, but some not specifically. Much to go through. Happy listening. Comment below any new releases that you're looking forward to in 2022, and I might check them out during my weekly streams. My Twitch link will be below, and if I really like them, might chuck them on this here channel in a month or so. If you want to check out any of the bands, all of their details will be also in the description, like their Bandcamp links. If you want to keep up with other streams that I do, because I also do DJ streams, join my Discord, again, link in the description, because I update about streaming DJ stuff in there, or if I can't like do a Monday or something. Anyway, I keep talking. Thank you for watching. Enjoy what you enjoy. I hope you enjoy some of these if you check them out, and ciao, be well. I actually did really well. It's like 11 minutes. I'm at 11 minutes. You know how, I think this is a short video, I think this is the shortest video I've ever made. That said, there weren't like a million releases to go through. I was like, what, 6? Nice. I feel like I should say goodbye. Bye.